If you could look into the habits, if you like to achieve a kind of transformation in your career, or if you like to achieve a transformation in the particular field that you are distinguishedly wanting to achieve, like for example, mechanical engineering domain. First of all, after the self-image alteration, the second step is to basically have some sort of revision on the person's habit. So your habits have been transformed right from the beginning, right from the boyhood stage. All of a sudden, we cannot expect some leadership quality from a person who has been living an ordinary life. A person who has been living an ordinary life cannot immediately show some extraordinary signs of becoming a great leader. If you are living ordinary, you will be actually showing only ordinary leadership style. Same old thoughts give you same old results. So what we got to do is have new reformed thoughts. So there are three things that are governing the habits: your knowledge, your skills, and of course your desire. So your habits basically reflect on these three areas. Let's say for example, if a person is having the habit of wasting a lot of time, the person will have a very unlikely chance of gathering more knowledge. If a person has got the habit of looming around with friends always, that person is very, very unlikely to have lots of leadership qualities developed, because he's always very busy looming around with the friends. If a person has got the habit of finding fault with the others, that person can never have any skill, because he's too busy in finding fault with the others. If a person has got the habit of hesitating and having the shyness to do something new, if a person has got the habit of always shying off from coming to the stage, that person can never have the skills. So your habit is having the impact everywhere. It is having the impact on your knowledge, it is having the impact on the level of the skills that you have, and it is having the impact on the level of desire that you have for doing a particular task. Only if you change the habit which is in the middle section, the other three will automatically change. Because when you take the knowledge, knowledge is knowing what to and why to. If you take skills, skills is all about how to do a particular task. But the third thing is a kind of a most important kind of paradigm, that is want to. Desire is about want to. Let's say for example, if a person has got knowledge to speak in public, skills to speak in public, but the person is not having a desire to come and speak in public, they've got a big problem. If a person has got the knowledge of design in mechanical engineering field and the skills to craft design in mechanical engineering field, but the person is having a desire towards something else, then if you force the person to get into designing field, the person will never become successful. So you got to be very, very careful. Since your habits are influencing all the three things, you got to be quite careful with the habits that you are forming from now on. If you would like your life to become a different piece of, a big oasis, you have to change your habits. There are some habits which are pulling you back. And this morning we spoke about self-image. Some people's negative self-image is because of their negative habits. So if you have to alter your self-image, you have to alter the levels of habits. But how? Okay, sir, I understood that habits influence most of the things, but how can I really change my habits? You can change your habits by clearly knowing what you want. Because if I take a personality of a pre-final year mechanical engineering student of Mangalam College, his personality is just the tip of the iceberg. This gentleman's personality is just 10%. What is visible out of him is just 10%. His skills, his knowledge is just 10%. Because 90% is hidden. Because the hidden 90% is the actual character building of the person. So if the person changes the character building, and if the person starts thinking on new dimensions, and if the person starts thinking on or starts planning new things, slowly the personality will be more visible above the sea level, as you are seeing in the cartoon. So it's all about character building. Don't say I'm stressed because of project. Say that I'm facing character building through project. Don't say pre-final year syllabus is very tough, I'm not able to concentrate well. Say that you are having your character built by facing this tough syllabus. Don't say that you got these weaknesses. Say that your character is built on the pursuit of developing those weaknesses and converting those weaknesses into strengths. So this is the first way. Changing the habit becomes possible only when you change your thoughts. That is, take every risk that you face, take every pain that you are undergoing as character building formats. I repeat, take every pain, take every insult, take every kind of stress as character building. Don't say that you have tough days, say that you have character building day. Because tough days are going to make you stronger. Third year mechanical engineering and coming close to the final year and having got the expectations of all the people, whether this guy is going for a job or this guy is going for higher studies, what is he going to do? First year he was very, very irresponsible. Second year he was more irresponsible. Third year he was trying to improve. And fourth year, again the person is going to get irresponsible. Likewise, there are plenty of people making comments around you. And that includes sometimes your family members as well. During those times, I want you to take that as character building formats. Not going to a corner and sitting and crying. Building your own confidence level by taking it as a character building. Just like Jaishankar, before lunch, he said that, sir, I would like to concentrate more on begin with an end in mind. And of course, Georgie mentioned that, sir, I have got this crazy laziness. I'm not very active. And I would like to change it. And Georgie is missing right now. Oh, he's here. So, the person has to think about character building. Now, after you have transformed and you have converted your mindset into character building, the second thing that you are supposed to do, let us speak about career. I told you about, I'm going to give an information about career setting and what? The dream job. Now let us speak something about career. What career? You go and ask a person what career you want to be. The person does not have an answer. You go and ask a person what kind of a job you would like to pursue. I don't know. I mean, I haven't planned anything. Whichever job that comes on my way, I'll grab it and I'll start doing it. That's professional suicide. I want you to make decisions on 3 areas. Area number 1, the career category. Sir, I have heard about career, but what is this career category? It's something that I haven't heard for a long, long time. These are the career categories. Look at the career categories. Let's say if you face a teacher who has got this teaching career, that teacher belongs to 4 categories here. Being a teacher, that man is a caregiver, category number 1. Being a teacher, that man is a guardian, category number 2. Performing the jobs of a teacher, that man is a protector, category number 3, out here. And most importantly, being a teacher, that man is a very good inspirer. Being a mechanical engineering graduate and a person who is working in a core company on his own dream division in that particular company. For example, if you are working in Compton Crews, Robert Bosch, Ashok Leyland, or any other core mechanical companies, you work for MRF Tires, whatever it may be, any product company in India, and you love the job, and you have been planning for the job, and you are into the core company as a senior professional, which category you belong to? You belong to this mechanics category, you belong to this performance category, you belong to this duty fulfillers category, and most importantly, you belong to the executives category, right? When you start a small business, even if it is a tiny, meek business, a small business, maybe a grocery shop, maybe a service providing consultancy, whatever it may be, business is business. And you are a businessman if you start there, right? So if you start a business and you become a businessman, which category you belong to? First of all, you are a duty fulfiller, being a businessman. Second, you are a performer, being a businessman. Third, my favorite, you are a visionary, being a businessman. And fourth, you are a giver, being a businessman. And you are an idealist. You always come up with lots of ideas and ideals, being a businessman. So you belong to 5 categories if you become a businessman or businesswoman. So it's easy to choose a career, but it is tough and it requires a big decision to choose the career category. So which category you belong to? I mean, I'm a trainer, psychologist, and at the same time a teacher as well. So I also belong to the same categories a teacher belongs to. But being an entrepreneur, I would very profoundly take pride of myself stating that I'm a visionary. So I'm there. In my training industry, I'm there, somewhere, everywhere. So the question is, which career category you would like to belong to? So by looking into this list, I like this inspire. Some spark is going on in me when I look at the word inspire. Sir, some spark is going on when I look into the word idealist. I really like this idealist category. Okay, fine. So one person in this row picks choose that, sir, inspired is my favorite. Another person in that row picks chooses that, sir, this idealist is my category. Okay, fine. Now, who are inspirers basically? Inspirers. The people who are would like to become inspirers, they could be consultants, they could be psychologists, they could be entrepreneurs, they could be actors, they could be teachers, they could be counselors, they could be politicians, writers, television reporters, computer programmers, scientists, core engineers, or artists. So if you would like to become an inspirer, you should choose a career line which you are seeing on this list right now. Another person says, Mr. Manikandan, I would like to become the idealist. I like this idealist category. Come in. I like this idealist category. So who are idealists? Idealists are the ones, writers, counselors, social workers, teachers and professors, psychologists, psychiatrists, musicians, clergy. Sir, I would like to be this mechanic. There is a particular choice called as mechanics. So who am I then? If you are into mechanics, then you can become a core engineer. You can be, core mechanics. You can be core entrepreneurs, pilots, carpenters, athletes, forensics. So lots and lots of careers in one particular ideology of a career category. So after changing your habit, after starting building your character, the second decision that you need to make is you got to decide which category of career you are going to be. Maybe you can take the soft copy of this presentation and you can go home and you can sit, relax, see the careers, and you can make a proper planning of your career. Because career per se, these are all the careers. I have lined up the careers in alphabetical order. Being a mechanical engineering graduate, you think only about the core mechanical engineering company's jobs, but there are plenty of careers like this. And it is not over. Right from A till Y, we have got plenty of careers. Okay, I have chosen the career category. I have chosen the career line. Now what am I supposed to choose next? The next thing that I am supposed to be very much careful is this. What do you mean by a dream job? A dream job is the combination of these three things that you are seeing now. If you start working towards the first two circles, the third circle will automatically come to you as if you are a magnet. Look at the first circle, stuff that I love to do. Look at the second circle, the stuff that I am good at. You answer these two questions, then you have found out your career, you have found out your dream job as well. Sir, if I think on the second thing, what I am good at, well, I haven't explored my strengths and skills so far. That's your weakness. Sir, I have my strengths and skills. I have found out the answer for the second circle, but I've got the problem with the first circle. I still can't identify what I'm loving to do. Again, that is a big problem. But youngsters immediately jump into the third circle and they try to do. What is the third circle? The stuff that they pay you to do. I don't want to develop anything, but I want to pay. I want to get paid. That's it. No, you've got to develop your strength. I don't care about it. I'm least cared about it. But I want some company to invest on it. I want some company to pay 35,000, 45,000 every single month so that I can earn 3.5 lakhs or 4 lakhs per annum. Okay, 3 lakhs, 4 lakhs per annum, even 5 lakhs, 6 lakhs can be paid. So what are you going to serve? I don't know. What are you going to develop as strengths and skills? No, I don't know. But I want the money. I want the job. This is how most of the youngsters are picking up the career path. In order to come to the third circle, you don't even have to worry about the third circle. The third circle will automatically work out for you if you are very much careful in identifying the first two circles. The stuff that I love to do and the stuff that I'm actually good at. So if possible, try to spend at least 20 minutes every single day working on these three areas. Deciding about the career category, finding out which career you would love to do, and identifying the dream job. Exclusively in this dream job identification, be worried about the first and second circle, because all the three combinations, this Venn diagram clearly represents that all the three combinations, right there in the middle, your dream job is identified. So people speak about job, they don't speak about dream job. People speak about career, but when they speak about career, they speak that as a burden, as a responsibility. Your career choice is not a responsibility, it's a commitment. You love to do, it's a commitment. As a mechanical engineering graduate, which career I am going to be. Maybe if the career that you are going to choose is completely opposite to the education qualification you have, don't care, no problem. There are two things. The profession and passion. You be a mechanical engineering graduate, you work for a company. I know one of my ex-students, his name is Dilip Kumar. Dilip Kumar is a mechanical engineering graduate like you. He got passed out in 2007. He finished his mechanical engineering in 2007 in Coimbatore, in a college in my local town, Dr. Mahalingam College of Engineering and Technology. Dilip Kumar got placed in Ashok Leyland. But you know what Dilip Kumar's passion is? He wanted to write lots of software coding. He was a mechanical engineer, but he was so much interested in computing. His dad was a mechanical engineer, so his dad forced him to join mechanical engineering. So this guy, out of force, he joined mechanical engineering. At the same time, during the third year, he got campus placed as well. And he joined Ashok Leyland in 2008 beginning, after he completed in 2007. And 7 months, he once called me up and he said that, sir, 7 months moved like 7 years for me. Okay, so what are you actually doing for making your passion work? Sir, I come back from office, Ashok Leyland he speaks about, I come back from office at 8:30 in the night. And 10 o'clock and 10:30 in the night I start, 10 o'clock and 10:30 in the night I start working towards writing programs. And those days, it was not the time of Android. Android came into the market in 2009. Now Dilip Kumar is still working in Ashok Leyland and he is writing plenty of programs, gaming programs for Android divisions, and he's preparing third-party gaming program and he's selling to third-party websites for Android games. Some of the games that we have in Google Play Store, who knows, that have been designed by Dilip Kumar. But he's a mechanical engineer working in marketing division of Ashok Leyland. Where is marketing division of Ashok Leyland? Where is mechanical engineering graduation? And where is computer software programming? And this guy is like an octopus. He has got one hand here, another leg over there, and one hand here. So he is torn apart. I had a chance to speak to his dad. His dad was a very strict autocratic person. He was working for many metallurgical companies, chemical factories as a mechanical engineer. So I happened to meet him. Look, sir, being a mentor of Dilip, I would like to say, it's time that you cut loose with him. He's been working for the past 7 years in Ashok Leyland, right from 2008 to 2014. I spoke to him last year, March 2014, just before I came to Mangalam here. And he was not very comfortable with what I was speaking. I was least bothered about it, whatever it may be. I don't have anything to lose. And I mentioned him that your son is working towards this third circle alone. And that strong youngster called as Dilip Kumar, he has identified the first circle and the second circle when he was a first year mechanical engineering student. Even before that. And because of his dad, he got into mechanical engineering. And in the first year itself, he identified his dream job. But unfortunately for him, only the third circle has been working in his life for 7 years. So I told him, he has been working for 7 years for you. Now time has come, and that guy's age is 27 right now. Time has come. He is supposed to start working for his own self. So what do you mean, Mr. Manikandan? I'm just asking you to permit Dilip Kumar to work towards his passion. Enough working towards his profession. For you, maybe passion and profession are one and the same. So lucky you are. But for Dilip, it is unlike. He's got passion somewhere, 1,000 kilometers away from him, and he's working in profession. So please allow him. Something magically happened, and Dilip put his papers, he tendered the resignation at Ashok Leyland, he came out, and now he's working freely. So I don't want you to be Dilip Kumar's. When you get out of mechanical engineering department as a graduate, I want you to be so careful that your passion and profession are matched, and your career and dream job, career categories are properly aligned. If you have got a very big responsibility to do, that responsibility is the first thing that you are supposed to do. So this is my second profound information. Morning I started with a very big message about how to alter self-image. And in the afternoon I'm starting with a very big message that your career category has to be identified and your dream job has to be identified. And in the dream job formula, don't be worried about the third circle. Be worried about the first and second. Yes sir, I'm starting to do that, and I'm going to start to do that. Fine. You're most welcome. So this is my second lesson to you. Alright? Okay? Fine. Now, we are moving on to the next team. The next team has got some research done in how to motivate people and how to transform people and how to, behave well in teams. So there is one particular team which is going to speak about that. So that team is going to be next. I'll help you. I think I'm calling the third team. It's fitting to call the team which speaks about how to get whatever you want and how to market effectively. Abraham Money and his team. So give them a good hand and welcome them on stage.